Okay, 4.2 is solve by simple trinomial factoring. Okay, I'm going to give you a few examples because you did a lot of this in grade 10, so it should come back to you. Okay, so there's example 1. So if you remember about factoring, simple trinomials is that you want to have an x and an x because first in your FOIL, make x squared. Then you want to think about when you FOIL, right? Remember the word FOIL? The last things, so the last of each spot is going to make negative 15 when multiplied. Okay, so the one I would be considering 1 times 15 and 3 times 5. But you have to think that option about what would get you a 2 if you combine them. So I would pick a 3 and a 5. And how would that come out to be a positive 2 if 5 was positive and 3 was negative? Okay, you can see in my FOIL, if I do a FOIL out, first times first, x squared. Outsides is 5x, insides is negative 3x, so that makes 2x. And then my last is negative 15. Okay, so this is your x squared. This is your multiplied number, and those two pieces would combine to add in the middle. Okay? Now communicating, you're telling me this factor times this factor is needing to equal 0, because that's what the situation is. So how do I make this factor be 0 if x was a positive 3? Right? Because 3 subtract 3 would get me 0. 0 times anything is 0. And in this factor, what solution for x? I would need to have a negative 5 in that factor. Okay, one more example. X squared will go minus 10x plus 24 equals 0. Two factors, I want them to multiply to 0. I can see x, x. Now these multiply to 24 and need to make a 10. So I'm kind of stuck here because I'm thinking 12 and 2 do that, and so do 6 and 4. Okay, but this is positive 24. So that means both have to be negative or both positive. Since I'm getting a negative 10, I'm thinking negative. So if I had those both negative, it would be 14 negatives. If those were both negative, that would work. So my final solutions for x would be a positive 6 and a positive 4, because those would be the x values to plug in to make that equal 0.